Has picking a college ever seemed overwhelming to you? Have you wondered what you should be looking for in a school? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you my top 5 things to look for in a college or university. Now, I should tell you that articles I've read in preparation for this video, I've read lists of 30 things or more. So this is by no means an exhaustive list. What this list is it's my top 5 things. And I should point out too, they are in no particular order. So no fancy countdown like last time. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. The first top thing that you should consider about a college or university is the campus size. Some campuses are very small. In fact, they might only be a few hundred people. Similarly, some campuses can be 50, 60,000 people or more at the other end of the spectrum. So that's something you want to think about. How big or how small of a school do I see myself at? Would you see yourself getting lost at a school where there's 50,000 or more people? Would you see yourself just not finding the opportunities that you want at a school with a few hundred students? I think either situation is very possible. So that's definitely something that you're going to want to think about, campus size. Item number 2 that you're going to want to think about is the campus location. Now, when I talk about campus location, I'm actually referring to a few different things here. The first that you're going to want to think about is how close to home do you want to attend college? Do you want to be a commuter? Do you want to be close enough to run home every weekend, or do you want to get far, far away like a lot of students want to do? I'll tell you from personal experience, when I went away to college, I was just shy of 2 hours away, and I found that to be perfect, but what's perfect for me may not be perfect for you, so you want to think about that. How far from home do you want to get? But you also want to think about, as far as campus location, how big is the city or town in which your university is located. When I went away to school, I went to school in a very small town that was located in the middle of a cornfield. And if you wanted to drive about 20, 25 minutes, maybe a little bit further, there were plenty of things to do, but it took some time in the car. Do you want to be able to walk out of your dorm or apartment and have instant entertainment? Or are you okay with spending some time in a car? Those are things you want to ask yourself. Item number 3 I want to discuss is programs that are offered by the college or university. So you want to think about what is it that you most see yourself likely majoring in, and you want to think about that in terms of the college or university. Put another way, if you're looking at something that's very specialized, maybe only a few schools do it, that's fine, but if you decide to change majors later on, what other things are going to be offered at that school for you? These are things you want to think about. Now, if you're seeing yourself perhaps going into business, you might have a lot of options at a lot of different schools. But if you're looking at something that's highly specialized and you decide not to do that, what other options will you have at that university? Does that college tend to have a lot of different majors and minors, or do they focus on one or maybe just a few areas? Those are all things you want to look at. You also want to be thinking about the price, which is number 4. Now, it's interesting because a lot of times when we think about college, the words college and affordable don't tend to go together in a sentence unless they're separated by the word not. I had that conversation with a coworker today, and we kind of agreed on that point. Even though some colleges maybe are more affordable or less affordable than others, college, no matter how you spend it, is still quite a thing to afford and quite a thing to pay for. So you want to think about how much am I going to be paying for when all of this is said and done. Now, a great tool that can help you at a college or university is a thing called the net price calculator, and it should be available on the college or university's website, probably under the financial aid section. However, you want to be aware because sometimes the net price calculator can give you inaccurate or out-of-date information. So you want to make sure that you're getting the most accurate and up-to-date information that you can. You don't want to think that something's affordable only to realize that when all is said and done, you're actually spending a lot more money than you bargained for. Right. Now, before I point out my 5th item, I want to go ahead and point out my wonderful new wall of pennants I got on eBay. I know I wanted some pennants, so I got on eBay, and I found a nice lot of vintage university pennants. We have some great schools represented here, including Wake Forest, Denison, University of Illinois, Texas A&M, Indiana, just sample here. Good thing there's a couple duplicates on here. Something I may do with this channel if it takes off, if it keeps going, is I'd like to add to my wall and get more college memorabilia, so stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to point that out. I really like pennants, and I was really excited to get these. So enough about the pennants. What is the 5th thing that you want to think about when it comes time to look for a college or university? Item number 5 is going to be extracurriculars and campus life. What goes on in the classroom in a college or university is very important, but what goes on outside the classroom can be equally, and in some cases, arguably even more important. You learn not just your subject, not just your major at college, but you learn a lot about life and you learn a lot about yourself. So if your university doesn't have a lot of options as far as that goes, you might find yourself unhappy and wanting to transfer. So not only is this a good question to ask when you do a campus visit, and it is a question you should ask during a campus visit, but after your campus visit, you might want to go home and do some research and see how much extracurricular wise really is there at that college or university. Because I guarantee you, I'm not saying go out and join 100 organizations, but it really is nice to have multiple things to pick from. And doing those things can help you in multiple ways moving forward. One huge way is just it really makes the college experience a lot richer and a lot more fun. You get to make a lot more friends that way and just generally enjoy being there and enjoy the experience. So hopefully this has been beneficial. Like I said, there are many factors to consider when it comes to colleges and universities. Like I said, I read an article that had over 30. Expect more videos on this. This is not the last video I'm going to do on this topic. This is simply my top 5. So hopefully this has been beneficial for you. If you've been enjoying my videos, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon.